Here's the picture of the 5 loops around the microkernel, and what we're going to do is zoom in on the second loop around the microkernel to see how packing fits into this. We start by updating a microtile of the block of C by multiplying a micropanel of A times a micropanel of B, and remember that that was done as a sequence of rank 1 updates, so we march through as such. And if you think about it, if we want to only access the elements of the micropanel of A and the micropanel of B with stride 1 by going through memory contiguously, then we would want to pack those micropanels as indicated here. Then we move on to the next microtile, and that involves the next micropanel of A but the same micropanel of B. And we go on. And then finally we move on to the next micropanel of B, and we compute again, and we keep doing that. And what you conclude from that is that the micropanels of A and the micropanels of B should be packed according to the pattern indicated right here. And importantly, the first element of a next micropanel should follow the last element, the previous micropanel. Where does this fit into the big picture? The first time a row panel of B is encountered in the fourth loop around the microkernel, it can be packed. That panel is reused for many multiplications with blocks of A, which not only amortizes the cost of bringing it into the L3 cache, but it also amortizes the cost of packing the panel. Once the panel is no longer to be used, the buffer into which it was packed can be reused for the next row panel of B. Similarly, the first time a block of A is identified in the third loop around the microkernel, it can be packed. That block is reused for many multiplications with micropanels of the packed row panel of B. Thus, the packing is amortized over computation, just like the cost of bringing that data into the L2 cache was. The microtiles of C need not be packed, since there isn't the same level of reuse of that data. In some ways, one can argue that they actually are packed, namely into the vector registers. Now that we have explained how packing can be incorporated, we can examine how to incorporate this into the code that implements the 5 loops and the microkernels.